Hello snowboarders of the internet, I'm your host Avran LeFeber, and in this video we're going to review the Goliath by Bataleon. That's right, it's not the David, it's the Goliath. There's nothing really biblical about this board though. This board is available in 6 sizes, 153, 156, 158 wide, 159, 161 wide, 164 wide. This board features a medium traditional camber with the freestyle 3BT technology in the tip and the tail and sidekick technology. Basically, traditional camber with elevated contact points. So you're going to have to load it and it's going to funnel snow out a little bit easier with that 3BT. I rode this board at Arapahoe Basin on a day that the storm just descended. I mean, visibility went to shit, it was puking snow, it was cold, there was high winds. Groomers were firm, there was ice, there was death chunder. It was kind of just like the worst of the worst. And I rode it with my K2 Indie bindings and my K2 Thraxis boots. Bataleon claims this board is 99% twin, and I would agree. It felt almost like riding a twin. What I don't agree with is that they said this was a stiffer all-mountain freestyle flex. It felt very middle of the road and very balanced, so that you had more play in the tip and the tail, stiffening up through the middle, and then you had a lot of torsional flex to it. This board was very lively, which means not very damp, which means you're feeling everything with it. It's a board that did get bucked around in rutted out terrain, but it didn't wash out. While hard charging on groomers, you could see the chatter in the nose, but it didn't really resonate too badly back underfoot. You do have to load up the camber on this board to get it to pop and snap, but it's not an aggressive camber where you're just putting all your force into it to get it to pop. I mean, the board does what you need it to do, and it makes launching off side hits perfectly fun. There's enough pop and snap in this board to go from small to large jump. I really only hit some tiny jumps, I'll be honest. I think the biggest one was maybe 10 feet, but the visibility was shit, so you're kind of popping by braille at that point. Basically, the board's got snap, it's got pop, it doesn't suck. That scoop tip and tail, they help you swivel and sizzle. That softer flex on the tip creates a nice immense sweet spot right as it goes in to that 3BT scoop. So you can really get your weight out over this board and it locks in and you can get sideways and just butter till your heart's content. This carries over to jibbing. This board can jib. It locks into presses. It locks into slides. This board's actually super fun and versatile in the park. So that freestyle 3BT creates a looser initiation. You're going to notice how the board rolls from edge to edge is different than a standard flat snowboard. It changes how you're going to carve on this board, but once you figure that out, you can dial it in, and this board is a blast to carve on. That flex with all that torsional give, you can really center steer this board through a carve and just lock it in and push it the way you want. I will say on firmer snow or ice, you're going to notice it washing out. It's probably going to skid a little bit. If you're skidding turns, 3BT is amazing for that. So who's this board for? It's for the all-mountain guy that wants a playful yet precise board, something that they can really drive and dial in and push it to its limits, but still be playful and laid back when they want to be. So I actually owned a Goliath eons ago when it was the first generation of TBT before they changed the name to 3BT, and that board was completely different to this one. This one has better edge initiation, it's just got better snap, better pop. This board's actually not that bad. I just think that if you're not a fan of 3BT or learning how to change the dynamics of how you're going to carve on it, you're probably not going to like it. But if you're willing to learn how to adapt to a different technology, this board could be a blast for someone that's looking for an all-mountain freestyle board. Comparable boards: the Rome Agent, the Burton Custom, the Arbor Westmark camber, not the rocker, the camber. It'll feel similar with that uprise fender that it's got going on in it. This has been my review of the Bataleon Goliath. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you own one? Are you going to buy one? Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you're doing. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk snowboards. I love talking snowboards. If you're new here, remember to subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of this content that we've got coming out for all you snowboarders of the internet. And if you'd really like to support us and what we're trying to do by building out our own snowboarding news network, swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP and check out the video over there explaining what we're trying to do. As always, I've been your host, Avran LeFeber, and I'll see you in another video.